Psalm 18 is a song of victory, a triumphant declaration of faith and gratitude. David, the writer of this psalm, faced many enemies and challenges. He was a warrior, a king, and a man after God's own heart. His life was filled with battles, both physical and spiritual. He knew what it meant to be afraid, to feel alone, to be overwhelmed by his troubles. In the wilderness, he often found himself isolated, pursued by those who sought his life. Yet in those moments of solitude, he discovered a profound connection with God. Yet through it all, he held on to his faith in God. His prayers were not just cries for help, but expressions of deep trust and unwavering belief in God's promises. He found solace in worship, lifting his hands in praise even in the darkest times. David's faith was not just a belief, it was a deep trust in God's goodness and power. He believed that God was his rock, his fortress, and his deliverer. This trust gave him hope and courage to face any adversity. This psalm is his testimony, his declaration of how God's love rescued him. It is a song of thanksgiving, celebrating the many times God delivered him from the hands of his enemies and brought him to a place of safety. He wants us to know that we can experience the same deliverance, the same victory in our own lives. David's story is not just his own, it is a testament to the power of faith and the faithfulness of God. This psalm is a powerful reminder that God is always with us. His word is a source of strength and guidance, a light in our darkest hours. And when we read the scriptures, we are reminded of his promises and his unwavering love. He hears our cries for help, and he will never leave us nor forsake us. In our moments of despair, we can call out to him, knowing that he listens and responds with compassion and grace. When we trust in him, we find strength for every battle, comfort in every storm, and victory in every challenge. Our faith in God empowers us to stand firm, to walk confidently through life's storms, and to emerge victorious, just as David did. David uses vivid imagery in Psalm 18 to describe God's protection. He calls God his rock, his fortress, his shield, and his deliverer. These words paint a picture of strength, security, and safety. Just as a rock is solid and unmovable, God is our firm foundation. When life's storms rage, we can stand firm, knowing that he is our anchor. He is the fortress that protects us from harm, the shield that deflects the enemy's attacks. Psalm 18 is not just a song of praise, it's also a cry for help. In this powerful chapter, David pours out his heart, expressing his deepest fears and anxieties. He doesn't hold back, showing us that it's okay to be vulnerable before God. David doesn't shy away from expressing his distress. He openly shares his struggles, his feelings of being overwhelmed, and his desperate need for God's intervention. This raw honesty is something we can all learn from. He cries out to God from the depths of his despair, acknowledging his need for divine intervention. This act of crying out is not a sign of weakness, but a profound act of faith and trust in God's power and love. David's example teaches us the importance of prayer. It's a lifeline in times of trouble, a way to connect with the divine and seek guidance and strength. Prayer is not just about asking for help, it's about building a relationship with God. When we're facing difficulties, we need to follow his lead and pour out our hearts to God. We can bring all our worries, fears, and hopes to him, knowing that he listens and cares deeply for us. He's not intimidated by our problems or our emotions. God welcomes our honesty and our neediness. He wants us to come to him with everything we're carrying, no matter how heavy it feels. He wants us to come to him just as we are, with all our fears and anxieties. In our most vulnerable moments, God is there, ready to offer his comfort and peace. The act of praying is a declaration of our dependence on God. It's an acknowledgement that we need his strength and guidance to navigate the challenges of life. It's a recognition that we can't overcome life's challenges on our own. We need his wisdom, his comfort, and his unwavering support to face whatever comes our way. We need God's strength, his guidance, and his comfort. Through prayer, we find the courage to keep going, the peace to rest in his promises, and the assurance that we are never alone. When we trust in God, fear is replaced with courage. David's life is a testament to this transformation. He faced giants, armies, and betrayal, yet he never lost faith. His courage stemmed from his unwavering belief in God's power. God doesn't promise us a life free from difficulties, but He does promise to be with us every step of the way. When we face our giants, He will be our strength. When we confront our fears, He will be our courage. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of fear. And when we walk with God, we can face any obstacle knowing that He is on our side. Section 5. Trusting in God's deliverance. Psalm 18 repeatedly emphasizes God's faithfulness in delivering David from his enemies. David's life was filled with trials and tribulations, yet he always found solace in God's unwavering support. Time and again, God rescued him from danger, proving His love and protection. Whether it was from the hands of King Saul or the threats of surrounding nations, David's trust in God never wavered. These acts of deliverance weren't just for David, they serve as a beacon of hope for us today. They remind us that God's power and love are timeless, extending from the past into our present and future. We may face different enemies than David did. Our challenges might not come in the form of physical battles, but they are no less daunting. Our battles might be against sickness, financial hardship, relationship problems, or our own inner demons. These modern-day struggles can feel overwhelming and insurmountable, but the God who delivered David is the same God who desires to deliver us. His promises are as true today as they were thousands of years ago. Trusting in God's deliverance means surrendering our problems to Him. It means letting go of our fears and anxieties and placing our faith in His ability to guide us through the storm. It's acknowledging that He is bigger than any obstacle we face. No mountain is too high, no valley too deep for His reach. It's having faith that even when we can't see a way out, He can make a way. His light can pierce through the darkest clouds, guiding us to safety and peace. Section 6. Real-life resilience, modern-day examples. We see examples of resilience inspired by faith every day. People who face debilitating illnesses with unwavering hope, families who overcome financial ruin with renewed determination, individuals who choose forgiveness and love in the face of betrayal. These are modern-day testimonies of the enduring strength found in faith. These stories remind us that faith is not a magic formula that erases problems. It's the power source, the inner strength that allows us to face difficulties with courage, knowing that we are not alone in the fight. Section 7. Applying Psalm 18 to your life. How can we apply the timeless message of Psalm 18 to our lives today? It begins with cultivating a deep personal relationship with God. Spend time reading His Word, talking to Him in prayer, and listening for His guidance. When challenges arise, remember David's example. Don't be afraid to cry out to God, to pour out your heart to Him. Trust that He hears you, He cares for you, and He will never leave you. Finally, remember that God often uses our difficulties to shape us, to mold us into the people He created us to be. Embrace the challenges, knowing that He is walking with you every step of the way. Section 8. Unwavering faith, a foundation for life. Psalm 18 is a timeless testament to the power of unwavering faith. David's journey, filled with both trials and triumphs, offers us a blueprint for navigating life's challenges. When we build our lives on the foundation of faith, we tap into a wellspring of strength that will sustain us through every storm. Remember, you are not alone in your journey. God is with you, He is for you, and He will never let you go. Embrace His promises, trust in His love, and walk forward with the confidence that comes from knowing the one who holds your future.